India signs on, a new tech bloc takes shape. At the India AI Impact Summit 2026 in New Delhi, India formally joins Pax Silica, a US-led coalition that aims to secure the entire silicon stack, from critical minerals buried in the earth to AI systems deployed in data centers. This move does not sit in isolation. It targets China's grip over semiconductors, rare earths, fabrication, and AI hardware. It binds India deeper into a strategic technology partnership with the United States and other trusted nations. It reframes economic security as national security. But what does this really mean for India? What exactly is Pax Silica? How does it cut into China's semiconductor dominance? What role does India actually play? And can this alliance truly challenge Beijing's entrenched power? Hello and welcome. You're watching Statecraft with me, Geeta Mohan. The context runs deeper than one summit. Pax Silica emerges in December of 2025 as a US State Department initiative under Undersecretary Jacob Hellberg. It responds to COVID-era shortages, rare earth export curbs, and weaponized supply chains. China refines over 60 to 90% of key minerals. China dominates legacy chips. China leverages export restrictions. The United States seeks a trusted ecosystem. India receives an invitation in January of 2026. On 20th of February 2026, India signs. Minister Ashwini Vaishnav and US Envoy Sergio Gore formalize the step. This caps years of semiconductor ambition under the $10 billion India Semiconductor Mission. So is this India's leap into the Silicon Age?
The U.S. leads in a strategic coalition which is designed to secure an entire silicon stack, from the mines we extract critical minerals, to the fabs where we manufacture chips, to the data centers where we deploy frontier AI. It's a coalition of capabilities that replaces coercive dependencies with a positive-sum alliance of trusted industrial bases. Pax Silica will be a group of nations that believe technology should empower free people and free markets.
Pax Silica rests on four pillars: mining and refining, semiconductors and fabrication, compute infrastructure, AI deployment, and advanced manufacturing. These pillars interlock. They form the silicon stack. They aim to fragment monopolies and distribute power across trusted states. How does Pax Silica reduce China's dominance? It diversifies upstream materials. It blocks access to advanced lithography. It funds alternative fabs. It shifts packaging and assembly towards Southeast Asia under allied oversight. It harmonizes export controls and investment screening. It pools subsidies exceeding $100 billion across members. It widens the technology gap. It increases the cost of coercion. It fragments monopolies. China's dominance remains real. Over 60% of global foundry capacity, around 90% of rare earth refining, strong control over legacy chips, export curbs on gallium and rare earths in recent years, state subsidies above $150 billion for domestic champions like SMIC and YMTC. Pax Silica counters through friendshoring. It creates coalitions of capabilities. It aims to halve effective Chinese share in allied markets over 5 to 7 years. Where does India fit inside this architecture? India plays multiple roles. First, India acts as a manufacturing and assembly hub. The India Semiconductor Mission allocates $10 billion in incentives. Projects in Gujarat and Tamil Nadu gain momentum. Tata's Gujarat fab, Micron's packaging plant in Sanand, initial focus on 28 nanometer and above nodes. Pax Silica opens access to ASML tools and Korean processes. India targets 10 to 20% of allied assembly capacity by 2030. Diversification from Taiwan and China strengthen resilience.
India's entry into Pax Silica isn't just symbolic, it's strategic, it's essential. India is a nation with deep talent, deep enough to rival challengers. India's engineering depth offers critical capabilities for this vital coalition. In addition to talent, India has made important strides towards critical mineral processing capacity, and that's something that we're fully engaged on also. Policies that will reinforce US-India tech cooperation will power AI innovation and adoption for years to come. We can share trusted AI technology with the world, and especially with partners like India. And critically, India brings strength. Peace doesn't come from hoping adversaries will play fair. We all know they won't. Peace comes through strength. India understands this. India understands strong borders. India understands this part of the world. That strength, that sovereignty, is exactly what Pax Silica amplifies. Because here's the truth. Strength multiplies when it's connected. When Minister Vaishnaw and Minister Jaishankar traveled to Washington in recent weeks, they came as partners, forging the future. Their discussions on critical minerals were about interdependency among strong actors, about building supply chains that will not be held hostage. America is building coalitions of the capable and the willing. We're ensuring the technologies that will define the next century, AI, space, and advanced semiconductors, are developed, deployed, and controlled by free nations.
Second, India supports critical mineral processing. Through Kabil and NCMM, India acquires stakes in lithium and rare earth projects in Argentina and Chile. Domestic refineries expand. The aim? Process 15 to 20% of global needs by the year 2030. This directly counters China's refining monopoly. Upstream control strengthens downstream fabrication. Third, India contributes engineering talent, over 5 million engineers, strong design and verification ecosystem. Global chip design centers already operate in Bengaluru and other hubs. Pax Silica channels this strength into collaborative IP development. Innovation accelerates, allied fabs gain skilled manpower. Fourth, India supplies AI scale, massive data sets, 1 billion plus internet users, sovereign GPU clusters under India AI, secure data centers co-funded by energy-rich partners, integration of semiconductor supply with AI deployment, defense and EV applications gain secure chips.
So being here really underlines the importance of India being a friend and a partner in the Pax Silica project. There are so many American companies who came here and rolled out incredibly historic projects. Google rolled out a trans-Pacific and oceanic submarine cable that connects India to the United States. Micron was here earlier rolling out fabs that actually complement their activities in the US. I think this is part of a much bigger story about India and the US working together at every layer of the supply chain stack to help reinforce our shared economic security. Ultimately, Pax Silica is an economic security coalition that does not follow the typical geometries of geopolitical alliances. It is a group of countries that realize that shared supply chains are actually more binding than shared ideology. And so we're very happy to be here, and we're very excited to partner with India.
This membership also shifts India's geopolitical posture. It marks movement away from pure strategic autonomy toward aligned partnerships in critical tech. It hedges against Beijing amid border tensions and rare earth curbs that have already hit Indian industries. It complicates ties with Russia and Iran, though. It strengthens leverage within BRICS. It embeds India within a Western-aligned Silicon order.
But our fundamental mission is not resistance, it's renewal. We are forging a supply chain that is the foundation for prosperity. We are building a new architecture that diffuses intelligence, placing the awesome power of AI into the palm of our people's hands and unleashing a wave of unprecedented possibility. From the minds to the models, we are securing the full stack of the future, the minerals deep in the earth, the silicon wafers in our labs and fabs, and the intelligence that will unleash human potential. Pax Silica is our declaration that the future belongs to those who build. And when free people join forces, we do not wait for the future to be given to us, we build it ourselves. I want to end by thanking my good friend and colleague, Ambassador Sergio Gore. Sergio and his leadership has been the bridge for this very moment. His work to bring our nations closer together is a testament to the vital importance that the United States places on this friendship. Sergio, thank you for your service and your energy. Will you please all join me in giving Ambassador Gore a very warm welcome?
Scale gaps persist. China's refining dominance will not vanish overnight. India currently holds 0% of global rare earth refining capacity. Scaling requires massive capital expenditure, environmental approvals, and power infrastructure. Fabs demand uninterrupted electricity. India requires roughly 50 gigawatts additional capacity to sustain semiconductor expansion. Geopolitical friction poses risk. US-America first optics may alienate partners. South Korea and others maintain commercial ties with China. Strict export controls strain private firms. India balances $100 billion plus trade with China. Retaliation in APIs or other sectors remains possible. So what does this mean for India? It means entry into the commanding heights of the Silicon Age. It means economic security intertwined with national security. It means partial alignment with a Western-led trusted bloc to counter coercive dependency. It means accelerated semiconductor capacity, mineral security, AI deployment strength, and greater voice in setting global tech norms.
The semiconductor supply chain is very important for the entire world. There is a need for a resilient supply chain. We have seen the kind of disruptions which happened during COVID, and it can be weaponized also. So that's why today the entire world is looking at India as a trusted country. Our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has positioned India as a trusted value chain, a trusted country which believes in freedom, which believes in democracy, and that's why today Pax Silica, which is an agreement between many countries with US for the semiconductor supply chain and semiconductor value chain, today India also became a part of that Pax Silica. It's a very important historic event for us because our semiconductor industry has evolved very well in the last decade. Today we are designing 2 nanometer chips. Our manufacturing ecosystem is coming up. Our equipment manufacturing ecosystem and material manufacturing ecosystem will also come up in the coming years. In that journey, it's very important to position India as a trusted country which the entire world would like to partner with.
Beyond economics, symbolism matters. India's accession as the 12th signatory signals recognition as a trusted partner. It validates years of overtures. It embeds India in the defining technological coalition of the 21st century. It strengthens US-India ties under a concrete industrial framework rather than rhetorical partnership. But symbolism alone fails without execution. Power infrastructure must expand by tens of gigawatts. Talent retention must compete with global offers. Regulatory clarity must watch investor expectations. Mineral refining must overcome environmental hurdles. Export controls must align without suffocating domestic innovation. China will not concede easily. It invests in domestic lithography through SMEE. It secures mines in Africa and Latin America. It subsidizes legacy chips and floods markets. It may retaliate through further export curbs. The contest spans years, not months. Pax Silica aims to halve China's effective dominance in allied markets within 5 to 7 years. That timeline demands iron discipline. Coordination across 12 nations, harmonized investment screening, shared R&D, rapid fab construction, mineral diversification at scale. For India, the equation sharpens. Convert demographic heft into industrial heft. Convert policy into production. Convert partnership into performance. India joins Pax Silica not as a peripheral observer, but as a structural pillar. Manufacturing hub, mineral processor, design powerhouse, AI scale engine. Each role carries opportunity and obligation. The Silicon Age does not forgive hesitation. Supply chains reward preparedness. Alliances reward reliability. Markets reward scale. India has stepped into a coalition that seeks to redefine global technology governance. The path promises resilience and influence. The path also demands capital, coordination, and courage. The ultimate test lies not in the signing ceremony, but in the factories built, the minerals refined, the GPUs deployed, and the standards shaped. Pax Silica offers India a seat at the Silicon High Table. The question now demands clarity. Will India translate this alliance into enduring semiconductor sovereignty and AI strength before the next shock hits the global supply chain? Thank you for watching Statecraft.